welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I am currently outside waiting for some airplanes to come by. So let's go ahead and take a look-see here on what aircraft are coming. So it looks like there's a 182 maybe coming, there's an Airlink. See anything else? Johannesburg to Durban, okay. So yes, it is live plane spotting. Let's take a look at the departures. Okay, so we got Kenya Airways, it's gonna be late. Typical. Emirates A380, Qatar Cargo, and some other good stuff. Oh, cool. The ones are red. Sadly, we're not going to see that. But let's take a look at the arrivals. Okay. There's a semi. Let's put the live chat on. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so there's a Dash A300 coming in from Kimberley. Where's that Airlink? Not gonna see it. Okay guys, so nobody's currently watching the stream, but I'm gonna go ahead and say apologies for ending the last stream. Well, actually, you know what, let's wait till somebody's actually watching. Yes, so airspace is calm. Not really much is going on. The weather is starting to get cloudy. More and more cloudy. Semi-taxing. We're gonna miss the Airlink. So basically we're gonna do a little bit plane spotting, just a little bit, and then we're gonna start gaming and flight simulator stuffies. As the airspace is currently very calm, nothing's really coming over. So, yeah, basically we just wait till something comes. And then that's it. So let's see, E195 coming in from Cape Town, Airlink, Cape Town. Jeez, there's a lot of Cape Towns here. The Longway, Emirates Sky Cargo, which you're not gonna see, because I think we're mostly gonna see the departures. Don't know. Next on the list is a Safir, gonna be departing to Durban, but I'm not sure if we're gonna see anything. Okay. Any earlier departures, maybe? No? Okay. Really wish that I was at OR Tambo right now. have been a lot nicer. Now, wouldn't it? Then we would see a whole lot more airplanes, and there are flies everywhere outside right now. So let's actually, you know what? Let's go ahead. This is just some of my apps, guys. Excuse that. Let's go ahead and go into Starscape, and we will widgets. Okay. Now I do not want to end live. Apologies. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to go into my camera, like physically, when we see an aircraft and like catch it like that. I think that's what we're gonna have to do, because doesn't look like we are able to do the camera live. So I think we're gonna have to go into my camera on our own and actually catch the aircraft when it comes over from that. It's not the best, but at least you guys will be able to see. I don't know what happened there. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do is, the airspace is very quiet right now, so what we're gonna do is, instead of doing plane spotting, we're gonna go off to gaming. So yeah, let's go ahead and do gaming. So I'll be right back after this break. Okay, and we are back with the stream. So we are gonna be going ahead and game. So let's go ahead and go into RFS and do some flight sim streaming. So I'm just gonna move this a little bit more upwards. That's fine. Just gonna move like that. The comments, live chat on. Hopefully I still have the RFS Pro. Okay, yes I do. That is good. That is very good. So last night I did a flight in the Dash AQ 400 from Johannesburg to Maputo. And today we're gonna see what we're gonna do before another flight. But I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. Let's go into multiplayer. Excuse the noise in the background if there is any noise. But let's go ahead and go into the 777. I do quite like the Emirates Sky Cargo 777. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our new flight plan. So we are going to be taking off at OR Tambo International, and we will be parked at gate D5A. And let's see where we go. Go to Lilongwe. So zoom in here. Kumuzu International, I think. So it's going to be a decently long flight. Not going to be... Oh, you know what? No. It's a bit of a smaller flight. Let's go ahead and start off with the... Because I'm not trying to do two big flights and then you're sitting here with me just very quiet and nothing. So they do not yet have the semi CRJ200. That's fine. I can see what I can make work. Yay, somebody's watching. Welcome to the stream. Don't know who you are. Welcome. Everybody's welcome here. There we go. Everybody's welcome to come and watch the stream. Havoc going on, Havoc. Everybody's welcome. Okay, so let's do... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and check the new 727 out. See if there's any new liveries. I know that there are now a whole lot more new liveries for the 727 that came out. Okay, so they do not yet have the South African Airways version. But that is okay. And there goes the person from the stream. Why? No, man. Okay. Go ahead, do an SA Shells. Take off OR Tambo International Airport. Gonna be at gate A2. And we'll fly to Seychelles. There we go. Ooh, that is one heck of a long flight. Hold on. Just want a good flight, you know, just to start off the stream. I don't want anything like big. So, let's go ahead. You just move the comments bar there. Where are you? No, it's not that. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do the 737-200. Oh no, not the 200. Yes, let's do the 200. The South African Airways livery. Oh, let's go! They finally. Ah, yay! They finally added the old SAA. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, we're gonna be flying with the old SAA. Oh, dude, that's nice. Okay, let's park at gate A8, and we're gonna be flying to Uppington. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Uppington. There we go. Oh, looks like we will be having a stormy landing. But alright, let's go ahead, start the flight, and head on off to Uppington International Airport. So we are flying with the old SAA 737-200. I'm hoping that they're also going to make an old SAA. Oh, this looks beautiful. I'm hoping that they're also going to be making an old SAA livery for the 727 as well. But I'm not going to lie, with this aircraft, the old SAA livery does look quite good. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to fly with the old Springboks, the flying Springbok here in the sky. SAA livery 737-200. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy in the air and start her up now, shall we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, put this buster right up there, so that the comments are like right there, so I can still see clearly when I'm flying for you guys. So we have the flight plan and everything in. So let's start up the battery. And also, I'm just going to quickly make sure, as I always do, that everything is still going good with the stream by checking if everything is going good on my PlayStation. So, let's go ahead and get started. The stream should be ending late tonight. We're going to be flying in the late afternoon into the night in South Africa. Okay, so let's start up the APU as well. How's the sound, guys? I'm just going to put it like that. So hopefully that's good. Okay, so seatbelts on. No smoking also on. Okay, so pre-flight checklist, parking brake is set, battery on, APU is on, no smoking, and seatbelts are both on. Parking brake. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the exterior inspection of this beautiful classic aircraft. The beautiful 737-200, a very iconic aircraft, as well as the, of course, the 100, the first 737. Sadly, I think the 200 still flies, but in very, very, very little amounts. So I think there's really like a little bit of them still flying. In areas such as like Iraq and stuff like that, since they have mostly old aircraft in their country. So I would not be surprised to see 200s, even though 737-100 flying there. I would not be surprised at all. But that also makes it for me that they're like a very unique country, because of that they're like having so many old and rare aircraft still flying in their country. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue with the stream. In their country. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. There we go. Looks like everything's good. And just going to put the power down a little bit so that we can continue off. So, let's go ahead and go through the exterior inspection. Okay, so let's check the nose here, make sure that everything's good to go there. It's a beautiful sunset again. Weather is fantastic for flying today, as normally currently here in South Africa. Alrighty, so here's all the pitot tubes and stuff like that. Everything there looks good to go. Nothing seems loose on the nose or anything. This pitot tube looks good. Alrighty. Doesn't look like anything is wrong there. Okay, let's check this front landing gear. So the landing lights and stuff like that. Make sure that the tires are not flat and that all of them are pumped for this flight. Just like I am. I'm very pumped to fly today. And we already have another person watching. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Hope that you enjoy it, and feel free to comment if you have any suggestions of the next flights. Okay, so welcome to the stream. Okay, so this side, everything looks good here in the back. Everything there looks a-okay. Alrighty, so landing gear, I'll mark that checked. Check the right forward fuselage, so this is like these pieces where the pitot tubes and stuff are. Everything here looks good, cargo door and everything looks good to go. Landing lights and everything there looks good to go. So I'll mark that checked. Check the right center fuselage. So this is like the part of the fuselage like above the wings. But everything there also looks quite dandy. So, yeah, no, but I'm so glad that we can finally get the freaking Flying Springbok on this aircraft. I've been waiting for it for so long. Because if I see these classic aircraft coming to RFS and I see all the South African Airways liveries that RFS has, I'm like, when are you gonna add the classics? The Flying Springbok and all those. When are you gonna add them? But, yeah. And anyway... so everything there looks good. Cargo door once again. Everything looks good to go. The back door and etc. Okay, let's check the right center wing. So this is also like the part where the engines are, stuff like that. So everything looks good here as well with the landing lights, of course. And everything there looks a-okay and good to go. Here are the winglets with the strobe lights and the navigation lights, of course, which looks good to go. Okay, so I'll take that. Let's go ahead and check the right engine here of this beautiful and classic aircraft. I think that my Google just picked something up and thought that I searched for something as I'm talking to you in the stream. So, engine blades and everything there looks good to go. Here we go, other sides, everything there looks good to go. Nothing seems sticking out or broken. Here's the part that is like, that applies the reverse thrust, so the engine opens up. With the classic, of course, it opens up and stops the engine, so that's the reverse thrust, which is looking a-okay. And the inside of the engine, back of the engine, everything looks good to go. So I'll mark that check. The leading edge, we already checked that when we checked the center of the wing, so that is good to go. The wingtip I already checked, the right wingtip. Okay, so let's check the trailing edge, so the backside. Okay, so the ailerons and everything looks good to go. There are the tubes and stuff. They look snazzy-dazzy. Flaps and everything looks a-okay. So here's like the landing gear bay, of course, with the main landing gears. So yeah, that looks beautiful and ready for the flight, of course, down to Upington that we are doing for the first flight of the stream. Okay, let's check the back fuselage. Also, if this person who is watching right now, if you watched the other stream that we did with the 500 subscriber special, I know that stream ended very soon, about 31 minutes in, because of a big Wi-Fi issue that we had. So I needed to end the stream there, but it is now good to go, and we can start the stream again. So initially I wanted to do some live plane spotting, but then I saw that the airspace near me wasn't that busy, so I decided, you know what, let's do some flight simulator. Flying in the stream. We can always do some plane spotting in another stream. There are many opportunities. So, anyway, let's check this. Make sure that everything's good here. Alrighty. That is checked. Let's go ahead and check the tail on the APU. So it's that little like grey part there. Do not know what just happened with my voice. But anyway. So APU looks good, tail looks good, rudder looks a-okay with the beautiful flying Springbok on top of it. Forgot, there's a limit, the circle. Alrighty, so all that looks good to go. Okay. Then we're gonna be doing the left fuselage, so this backside on the left side of the aircraft. So the doors and everything looks good. Down here, everything looks good to go. Alrighty. Now let's check the landing gear. Tires are not flat, of course. It was pumped, as it should be, so everything there looks good to go. Alrighty. Let's check the trailing edge. The backside here. And all that looks good to go with the flaps, ailerons, of course, looking very good. Wingtip, the beautiful strobe lights and the navigation lights on it, of course, looks fantastic. So that is good. Let's check the leading edge. Excuse the ATC. And here is the landing lights, of course. So that is good to go.
You are in an active airspace. Contact an active frequency.
Okay, I do not know. Excuse me. And anyway, let's go ahead and check the left engine. So the engine blades looks a-okay. And good to go there. Inside of the engine looks good. Outer side here. The reverse thrust side, of course. Everything there looks great. And I think that is, yep. So that is the exterior inspection complete. So let's go ahead and head on back inside of the cockpits. Okay, so welcome back to the cockpit of the 737-400. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the ATIS for today's flight. So that's just basically with information, departure runway and stuff. So let's go ahead and get that.
Information, Golf at 1535 Zulu. Departure runway 21 right. Transition level 90. Wind 133 degrees 3 knots. Kavak. Temperature 272.9. QNH 1018.
Okay, so we got that. Let's go to our passenger announcements for when we get our passengers on board this beautiful and classic aircraft. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get them on board as we speak. So there is a gate here that is gonna get them on board of the aircraft. So we'll get the fuel truck attached as well. And that's all I'm going to be doing for now, and then we'll load the cargo and the food, so the catering truck will come also. Okay, so let's load this beautiful aircraft output some fuel. This beautiful 747-200. I actually have a model of the 400 variant, but not the 200. I have a old classic model of the 747-400 of the Flying Springbok. But in any way, let's go ahead and load all our 71 passengers on board this flight.
Ladies
and welcome them
gentlemen,
on board.
the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow or carry on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt, and also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright
Okay,
position.
fuel truck be
If you are
attached.
seated next to an
have
emergency
all our
exit,
fuel on
please read
board.
carefully the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to
So
perform
that
the
is good
functions
to go.
described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is
And bring the
prohibited on the
cargo on
entire
board.
aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you.
Okay, so that's maximum cargo. We'll load it with about 550 kilograms of cargo. Pretty heavy, but it's not too bad. We will still be able to take off with that weight. And Air Tambo does have a reasonably long runway. It has 2 runways, but both of them are reasonably very long. So, okay, and we have another person watching the stream. Welcome. Sorry if I've noticed you just now. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Also, so yeah, it has a very long runways. I mean, the AP80s, 747s can land here. Even the AN124 can land here. It has recently. So we do have, the airport does have reasonably, cannot pronounce that word, long runways. So it should not be a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the catering truck here and get the meals on board. Cargo is loaded up, so that is good to go. And then we'll close the doors and head on out of here. And let's just act like it did not ram over those poles. But okay. You do you, buddy. You do you. Okay, so we have 71 passengers on board, so we need 71 meals on board. There we go. Like so. And I think that's all the meals, so we're gonna go ahead and close the doors. Okay, both doors closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chief flight attendant. On behalf of our captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard. At this time,
Okay.
make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright
Guess we
position
are
and that your
pre-flight
seatbelt is
checklist.
correctly
Fuel
fastened.
quantity is checked in
Also,
kilograms.
your portable
Passenger doors
electronic
closed.
devices must be
Cargo
set to
doors
airplane
closed
mode
and
until an
alarm check.
announcement is made upon arrival. Thank you.
So I mainly check the ones that I think is the most important, but I normally do check all of them. It's just I don't think that you will like to see me go through each and every single alarm that there is. So I mainly just do the 3 main ones, so stall, overspeed, and engine or fire. Okay, so that is pre-flight checklist complete. So beacon light coming on. And we can start our pushback. So let's go ahead and ask the pushback truck to come and park and brake. We will release it. And then we can head on out of here off to Upington International Airport. Excuse if there's interruptions. I do apologize. I will do my best to let them not disturb the stream. And there's a third person Yes, it is. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we're going to be starting engine number 2. But welcome to the stream. This person.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go
on
and
behalf
let
of the
them
crew,
go
we
through
request
their
your full
safety.
attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may
I
be
must say,
behind
I've
you.
recently
Count
been
the
to
number
OR
of rows
Tambo
to this
International
exit.
Airport, like
Should
right
the cabin
there
experience
in
sudden
this
pressure loss,
terminal right
stay
in
calm
front of
and
us.
listen for instructions from
And
the
I did a little
cabin
bit of plane spotting. It is on my
Oxygen
channel
masks
if
drop
you
down
haven't
from
watched it
above your
yet.
seat.
You
Place
can
the
go ahead
mask
and
over
watch
your
it. It
mouth
is
and
in
nose
my
like this.
plane
Pull the strap to
spotting
tighten it.
series.
If you are traveling with children, make sure that your
I
own
must
mask
say
is
the
on
markings
first
in
before
RFS
your
is
children.
very
In the
accurate
unlikely event of
actually.
an emergency landing
Like
and
I was
evacuation,
very
leave your
impressed when I
carry-on
saw
items behind.
how accurate
Life
it
rafts are
really
located
is.
below your seat
And I love the new
emergency
lighting
will
that
lead
they
you to your
added,
closest exit
especially
and
like the
slide.
beacon light
We ask
reflecting
that
on
you
the
make sure
engines.
that all carry-on
Looks
luggage is
very
stowed away
nice.
safely during the flight.
Okay, so that's
While we
pushback
wait for takeoff,
complete.
please take a
So
moment to
parking
review
brake
the
set,
safety data
pushback
card in the seat pocket
truck
in
can
front of you.
leave us. And we'll start engine number 1. And now it's only one person watching. Thank you for this person watching still for the whole time. Really do appreciate you. Okay, so engine start checklist. Beacon lights on. Engine number 1 and 2 on. And APU coming off. It's engine start checklist complete. Just gonna see how far I think it goes through. We'll set it for 2, flap set 2 for takeoff this afternoon. Very beautiful afternoon. Okay, so let's go ahead and check our flight controls. So ailerons looking good. Elevators down and up. And our rudder left and right. Okay, so flight controls looks like they are checked and they are free and correct. Takeoff flap set 2.
Flaps.
Flap set. Okay, and then eyes on. Taxi lights on. And navigation lights on. And that is before taxi checklist complete. So we're gonna head on off to the runway and get this puppy in the air. And then we will have a pleasant little flight. But looks like we will be landing in some stormy conditions once we reach Uppington. But that should not be a problem, as I have landed in some stormy conditions before, so that should not be a problem. Let's have a beautiful view of this aircraft in the sunset here as we're taxiing to runway 21 right, which is actually accurate for once today. In the other streams, when we needed to take off there, it was actually not accurate. All the aircraft took off on runway 03 right and not 21 right. So, oh, it was runway 03 left, sorry. 03 left. So yeah. They took off on that side and not on runway 21 right. But today they are actually taking off on runway 21 right as of today by the airport, so they're actually accurate. Need to switch to the co-pilot just quickly just to see if I'm taxiing accurately. So that's why I normally use this camera when I'm taxiing, because then I can see everything clearly. Although I cannot taxi in the cockpit view, it's just this is a little bit more comfortable for me. I am terribly sorry if my English is a little bit bleh. Okay, so it looks like we are cleared on our left side and cleared on our right side. Yes. Okay, cool. Go ahead and turn off into here. Okay, so today we're going to be using the whole runway and not just a little part of it. So we're going to be taxing till the complete end of runway 21 right. So I'll power up so we can get a little bit more speed. So I'll taxi at so say 20 knots speed. 20 to 18 knots is just fine with me. There was normally the A380s and stuff way over there, and the cattle and stuff coming into OR Tambo. Okay, so this is not too long of a flight. I have flown it before on one of my full flights with a Mango 737. But that was when I had my old phone. Now I have my new phone. So back then the graphics were blah blah blah. It was really bad. So I always did hard landings and stuff like that. But right now with my new phone, I'm very satisfied with my graphics. The camera is fantastic for plane spotting. So everything runs nicely and smoothly, so I can actually do some proper landings for you guys. And thank you again for the second person coming in right now on the stream. Welcome. I don't know if it's the same person or a new person, but whoever you are again, welcome. But anywho, we are almost at the end of runway 21 right. But you know what, actually let's hold here, because if I look at my weight, I'm not too heavy, and we have flap set too, so we can hold here and then we should be able to still take off in time. I'm positive about that. So let's go ahead and hold here. As I'm taxiing right now from the outside view. I'm very impressed with my taxiing skills. I've been taxiing more accurately than I was when I started flying in flight simulators. Like, I know a lot of pilots don't taxi like directly on the line, but still cannot be that wide, like where you miss the line completely. I mean, come on. There's still a certain line where your wings need to be inside of for safety reasons. So yeah, but I mean, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so parking brake set. Go ahead and I'll put my laser lights on. And cabin lights will put on dim 1. For this one. Okay, so before takeoff checklist. Strobe lights, let's actually just look in the
We are now ready for takeoff.
Okay, so strobe lights on. Takeoff flag set, flag control check. Cabin lights, okay, we'll bring them off. Just for the takeoff, and then we'll put them on once we're in the air. And landing lights on.
Switch to airplane mode or personal electronic devices,
before takeoff checklist
laptops
complete.
and cell phones. Enjoy your flight.
Let's go ahead and head on off, shall we? Off to Uppington. Clear on left side, clear on right side. Okay. Just gonna use this camera again. Okay,
80 knots.
checked. Airspeed's alive, everything's good.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Yeah, just look at that. Off into the sunset, ladies and gentlemen. And we're actually going to be turning into the sunset. Oh, that is beautiful. Very nice takeoff. Okay, so we'll set the autopilot on. As we are now heading off. Look at that. Awesome view as well here of the wing on the outside. Okay, so after takeoff checklist, positive brake gear up, check. And then we're now going 202 knots. After passing 210, we'll go flaps up. Okay, so we're going to be going flight level 36,000 feet today in the 200. I do not know if that's really accurate, but I think it could climb to that altitude. Right now I'm not too sure, but I think that it could. I really think that it could. Okay, so we have a beautiful view here of outside of the wing. So there we go. There's 8,600 feet. And the autopilot's going to level it off here. There we go, flaps up.
Flaps.
Okay, it's after takeoff checklist complete. Climb out checklist. Below 10,000 feet, maximum 215 knots. Okay, so landing lights off. And once you pass 10,000 feet, I'll go ahead and put the seatbelt sign off. Okay, so that is good to go for now. And let's just enjoy the flight down to Upington International Airport. And once you pass 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and put the cabin lights on. Alrighty guys, so yeah, that's about good. And we are airborne. And now it's the long part, the weights. And we're going to be waiting a lot more in the stream till we land and when we take off. After that, it's basically just weights. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna say in these long parts, if I'm very quiet, I'm still here. It's just that it's just gonna be a little bit quiet because of the weight, and I'm just like monitoring everything here and there to make sure that the aircraft is still okay. Okay, so we are out of OR Tambo International Airport's airspace. We just left it. So we are out of here. So in about 14 nautical miles we'll reach our, I think the second waypoint, or the first one, yes, the first waypoint of today's, of the first flight for the stream. Like I said, feel free to comment if you have any new or up next, if you have any like flight ideas or anything, feel free to comment. If you have any questions, you can comment and I'll do my best to answer it. And if you have a flight suggestion, we can do it with love. We can do it, we can fly it. So if you have any suggestions or if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Because I love hearing other people's opinions on my videos as well, or if they ask me a question, because then I know that they're enjoying my content and they want to learn more. And I love it when people want to learn more, and I also love to learn from other people of their experiences. Alrighty. Excuse my drink if it was a little bit loud. Okay, and here we go. We're about to reach our first waypoint for the first flight of the stream. Very nice, very neato. Can't wait to have a little bit of a stormy landing once we arrive. That should be fun.
Good day. 8,600 feet. Request landing information.
Did I leave? No. Yes, I did actually. Okay, cool. So here we go. Second leg now coming up. Just a little bit longer. But now we're climbing rapidly to flight level 360 or 36,000 feet. Going 229 knots. Okay, there we go. So, landing lights are off, ice off, seatbelts off, and cabin lights can come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
Okay, so I love this camera. The left view and the right view, I love that. Now you can see the beautiful flying spin back here from the side. I'll switch it now to the other side as well, as we depart into the beautiful sunset of the Uppington. Hey. So guys, for this it's not too long, but it is a reasonably pretty long period of time. I'm gonna be pretty quiet, just because it's just now to wait and like basically the flight to Uppington. So I'm not off the stream. So I will see you guys once we reach the next waypoint and then the next one and etc. till we need to descend and land. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead, be quiet for now, and I'm gonna let you guys enjoy, or let this one person who's watching, legend for watching, enjoy the flight.
drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
I actually meant to say dinner. But okay. We can eat lunch. Alright then. So I am currently in the multiplayer server, the training server, flying over Flagstone. So Foxtrot Alpha Kilo Delta. So I'm flying over there. There we go, we have just reached our cruising altitude for today's flight. And there we are from the runway. Runway. There it was runway, there we are. There we go, the clouds just popped up. And now we can see the clouds below. The sun is shining by Uppington. This beautiful sunset here. Really is a fantastic day to fly. Really nice. almost at the next waypoint, which is TOC. And then we're going to be going in for the really long one, the 173 nautical mile waypoint. Then it's the 87 nautical mile, the 12 nautical mile, and the 11 nautical mile. And then we should be at our destination, which is Uppington. So it is not too long of a flight. It's about 41 minutes, so it's about the same amount of time from here to Durban. So we are now on our way to the second waypoint, which is, or the third waypoint, which is Todd, or Toad, or something like that. I say Todd. Yeah. Let's go. Off to Uppington. Beautiful afternoon so far. Just taking a sip of my drink that I have for the stream. So yeah, see you guys at the next waypoint. excuse me if you heard that. I do have some quite severe sinuses, so sometimes I do sneeze quite a lot, so apologies. Just there we go. And there we go, 0 people watching, no man. So it looks like the clouds have thickened a lot since the last time that I looked. So I can definitely see the storm that is approaching as we are getting closer and closer to Uppington. Here, we have about 105 nautical miles remaining of this leg. So then we're going to be having a 87 nautical mile leg, and then we're going to be having just this short low leg. So Yeah. But after this one, we're gonna start. After this leg, we're gonna start our descent to 6,000 feet. So then we're gonna start going into the clouds, into the storm. That should be very, 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 very interesting. Bit better order. Did somebody actually watch now? Bit better was what I would have said. Scary. Bit. But no, it will actually be a lot very interesting, as I haven't done a stream mining in quite a while on one of my first live streaming on one of my streams. I've only done, right now I'm not counting the 500 stream one, because that was not really streamed, but, so I'm saying that this one is my first stream that I've done on my channel. And I have a new subscriber as well. Yay. That is amazing. So yeah, we've been streaming for 1 hour right now. That is pretty cool actually. So it's still not the longest stream that I've ever done on this channel, but it's there. Definitely there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go through my... Okay, so cabin lights, so they're still on. There we go. That's good to go. And then there we go. So our cabin lights are gonna come off. And it looks like another person joined again. Welcome back if you have watched. And if you are a new person, welcome to the stream. Okay, so cabin lights should come off. Descent ice is gonna come on before Todd. Cabin crew advice, which I don't really do that because I feel that that's way too early to let them know that, listen, we're gonna go land. Okay, and then below 10,000 feet, speed maximum 250 knots. Landing lights on, cockpit lights switch to D1. And then approach, APP armed, glide silver light gear down, spoilers armed, and flaps rear full, and then cockpit lights dim too. Okay, so I'm just going through all of the checklists so far, and then we'll actually complete them once we must. We're almost at our destination, not yet, but we're almost. But the clouds are thickened a lot, so yeah, no, I can definitely expect a storm when we're gonna go land. Our passengers are in for a little bit of a ride, but that should not be too bad or anything that the 777-200 cannot handle. If I see that I'm not going to be able to land here, I'll probably file to an airport closer with better weather. And then I'll just board the landing and then maybe make it on refuel at that airport and then come back. to Uppington is calmed down a little bit more. It's like tunnel down here. But I don't think that would be a problem. I do think that I will be able to land. So, let's see. But right now, we're not there yet. We still have a little bit to go. So, right now, just enjoying the fight, having a good time, and let's just do it. Waiting to arrive at our destination as we are now getting closer and closer. So, if we look at the map here, we are almost there. We departed about an hour ago. So we're almost at our destination. So it's just this long bit here, and then it's just a little bit here in, and then we're gonna go into the bridge. So after this one, we're gonna start our descent, and we should be landing runway 17 at Uppington International Airport. So far it's been a great flight. Turbulence, not really, but I think that we are going to feel some once we descend into the storm. Because the weather is looking a lot better at Oa Tambo than it is looking at Uppington. But it's going to get a little bit cloudy at Johannesburg as well. So, I don't know. But in the flight simulator it's still up here, it's gorgeous down there, it's terrible. So that's with any flight. And once you're above the clouds, it's beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful weather. Once you're underneath the clouds, it's terrible weather. You don't want to be outside in that type of conditions. But it's really a beautiful evening flight here as we are heading literally directly into the sunset. So it is really fantastic. Alrighty. So far, so good. So I'm very happy to hear that. Everything is going quite good. Okay, so we're almost at pod. And then we're going to top. And then top. So FIO. Sorry, FIO. Down to C. And then from C. We will approach in 1 second. Apparently there are no HPC whatsoever in South Africa's airport, so yeah. So right now it's just loneliness, quietness, and if you're flying here, such as I am, it's only you flying here. So yeah. So we are right now at about an altitude of 36,000 feet. And we're going to be descending now here shortly. So I'm going to turn my HUD on now. Okay, eyes on, seatbelts on. Cabin lights dim 1. As we are now descending into Upington International Airport. We are now going to be flying for another 85 nautical miles to our next sorry, I cannot speak. To our next waypoint, and then from there we should be approaching Upington International on runway 17. And currently I'm talking to myself because nobody's watching, or if somebody's watching it, the Starscape system or something is not picking it up, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's actually see real quick. Let's see. Is somebody watching? Anybody? Nope. Okay. Alright. I feel sad and I feel like nobody likes my videos right now. But I know that that's false because look at my subscribers, look at my views, look at that goodies. So, yeah. Come on. Stop away, thank you. Here we are, my two very creepy looking pilots piloting the 737-200. Very creepy looking. I do not want to look at them. So let's take a look at this pilot zoomed camera, because this one looks a whole lot better. Actually, you know what? Let's just go to the cockpit centered camera where we were, because that looks even better. Okay, so we are currently at 29,000 feet and descending. I do have my eyes on. Seatbelts were turned on, and yeah, from there we'll go ahead and continue. Alrighty, so we are now descending into the storm here by Uppington. Here, so we will be descending into the stormy weather conditions. Should be very interesting. I will try my best not to crash the aircraft. Nah, but I don't think that anything should go wrong. This is a very scheduled and very well planned flight. So don't believe it, really. Don't really believe it. So we're gonna be doing two flight simulators in the stream. We'll do here and there a little bit of Eurofly, and then we'll go back into RFS and do some full flights and etc. Just to make it a little bit more interesting and more fun to watch. So it's not the same thing over and over and over. Because I know that's very boring and nobody wants to watch the same thing over and over again and again and again. I mean, not even I like it. We are now at about 24,000 feet, and then after that we will descend even further, because right now we're descending to 6,000 feet. After that we should be descending a lot lower anyway. So yeah, should be very fun. Okay, so here we are, once again, getting lower and lower into the clouds. now at 20,000 feet and descending to 6,000. Everything's going good so far. So that is all good and dandy. Okay, 18,000 feet and descending now very quickly. You can see the clouds coming up, yeah, as we're getting lower and lower. There we go, just reached 15,000 feet. We are still descending. We will reach F10 or FIO FIO in about 30 nautical miles. And then we're going in for the approach and everything. So right now we're going to keep it low altitude. And then that's it. So we land the aircraft. So I'm going to stay at 6,000 feet. In these weather conditions. And then, yeah. And we're just going to basically go in for the approach. And hopefully doing a butter landing. Hopefully. Now coming in 13,000 feet. And for this stormy landing. So, if we look here, we started about an hour ago. So, about an hour ago now, almost 2 hours. We took off from OR Tambo International Airport, and then right now we are starting our descent into Upington. So, it's about an hour, so an hour and a half, 2 hour flights. I'll say about an hour and 45 minutes of a flight, if you take it from real life, because the destination was almost from Johannesburg to Cape Town, because Upington is close to Cape Town. If you look here, Cape Town International Airport is right there. Here's Upington. It's International Airport, so yeah. But now we're going to be going into the clouds, and yeah, should be fun. Okay, there we go. Cabin lights, we're gonna keep them on. So, descent. Ooh. Hello. Let's get our wipers on. Oh, she is very bumpy. Okay, so ice is already on. Cabin crew will advise them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been cleared to land at our destination. Please make sure one last time your seatbelt is securely fastened. The flight attendants are currently passing around the cabin to make a final compliance check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses.
Speed maximum
Thank you.
215 knots. Landing lights coming on. And cockpit lights to dim 1, which it is not yet. But there we go, dim 1. Okay, and that is the descent checklist complete. Let's go into our approach checklist. APP is armed. Glide plated lights will get the gear down. Spoilers armed. Landing flaps, we'll set it to 3. Or you know what, let's set it to 2. No.
Flaps.
Okay, so there we go. And cockpit lights. Okay, so that will put to dim 2 once we get a little bit closer. So it is going to get bumpy. We already got like a little bit of a preview of what we can expect. So there is some lightning as well in the area, but that should not bother us, I think. So I think that we are good to go for now. So we are right now just a little bit inside of the clouds, not even a lot, but I have already my wipers on as we are now going to descend into the clouds, and it is going to get a little bit worse than it is right now. So here we are, we're now beneath the clouds. Keeping it at 200 knots. Okay. Alright, so let's see. How's the weather looking? And there we go, it started. It is gonna start to rain. There is lightning in the area. So I do not know why it's not currently doing the textures of the rain inside of the cockpit, but I think it should start. Oh yeah, here comes the turbulence a little bit. Can definitely start to feel turbulence, so I am gonna start to get my cockpit lights set to dim 2. Okay, and that is approach checklist complete. How far are we? Yep, we can go ahead and go to landing checklist. Okay, park and brake. We'll set the brakes to 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the ATC. Get the ATIS. Okay, we can't really. Okay, that's just a little bit of a turn there. So if you look on the outside, you'll actually see the rain. You'll see that. They actually do see the rain, but from the inside. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's actually showing the textures on the cockpit now. Okay, I see. Let's check from the inside. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely showing. So now it's basically just a short period of time before we touch down. So let's go and make sure that everything there is good to go. So we're holding off right now at 6,000 feet. for this small little leg left of the flight. So this is basically the hard part now coming in, the landing in the storm. So I'm seeing that it is a little bit laggy, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anybody watching? Yes, there is. Welcome back. So I see that it is a little bit laggy. Apologies for that. There we go. Looks like it is a little bit better now. Yeah, no. This is not really a very nice storm now, is it? But we are going to land here, so I don't know. We did get a little bit of bumps once we started to descend into the clouds. So we did get some turbulence, a little bit of turbulence. But yeah, should not be too much of a problem now, as we are 5 nautical miles away, and then we're going to start our lineup. Final approach. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the HUD camera for the landing. And this is one mean storm here. It looks like a dust storm almost, but it's actually not. Right now it's turned into overcast outside by my place, so weather isn't looking too good, but it is okay. Okay, so here we go, coming in now into our final turn into runway 17 at Upington International Airport. So we are finally going to be landing, ladies and gentlemen, after a 1 hour and I think 45-minute flight. So yeah, but it has been fun. So let's go ahead and bring our gear down. Okay, landing gear is down. So I'm just gonna check that. Autopilot is as requested and etc. Okay. So autopilot disconnect. Little bit of turbulence now coming in here on the final approach. Not looking too bad. Just coming in a little bit of a crosswind, but that is okay, as I'm gonna try and straighten it up now. Let's go ahead and set flaps to 5 for landing. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's helping. Flaps at 25. And okay, that's helping. Okay, here we go.
400. Approaching minimums. 300.
Ooh, he's hard to control right now.
Minimums. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
There we go. Reverse thrust applied. that? What the heck just happened? Hold on, I'm gonna... What the heck just happened? It was going so smooth. What the heck just happened? Did I come in too hard? I don't think so.
Bank angle.
I did not bank angle.
Bank angle.
I can tell you that right now. I did not bank angle. Let's see this freaking replay. I want to see something. What the bloody hell just happened? We are 2,000 feet. I swear I jinxed it. Nothing's gonna go wrong, he says. Everything's gonna be fine, he says.
1,000.
I don't know what just happened. It was hard to control, but I swear I didn't come on that hard. I think it was the nose that, like, the nose gear collapsed or something.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums. 200. 100. 50. 40.
Wait, but that was the runway.
10.
See? That was the runway, so currently we're floating. So what happened?
Flaps.
You're seeing this right. I'm not blind or something. What just happened? But in any way, okay then. I think that's where I'm gonna end the stream for today, guys. I do not just know what happened. That broke my brain. But in any way, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. And yeah, guys, I'll see you again in the next stream. I really don't know what the hell just happened there. That was very weird, but okay. See you guys in the next stream. I want you guys to stay happy, healthy. Have a good one. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And thank you for this one person for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.